Oops. All right. Yeah. I was doing some gold mine this morning and saw that they changed the graphic on Grace now. So instead of shooting the order heads when she shoots for attacks, she shoots cannonballs now, which is good and accurate and makes a lot more sense. Okay, so hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good morning. So today we are going to do a couple of things. We're going to continue on the world event, which is the Year of the Fire Demon. We're also going to do some pit, and then we're going to do some league as well. So let's get right into that. Before we start, I saw that on the Discord, they have the schedule for the next events coming up, and there's actually a world event which is going to happen this Friday. So this is going to be a first, a back-to-back-to-back world event. This one has heroes from before, so the El Mariachi, the Loathe Spore Loser, and Dandy Croc. All three of these heroes are nature, male, and melee, and they don't have a preview here, but I can go into the squad and show you guys what they look like. I mean, you can also look them up on the Mighty Party wiki too, but since we're here, might as well check them out. So mentioned, they are nature, they are melee, and they are male. And so, excuse me, I just already forgot. So here's the Dandy Croc. This is the one here. It kills enemies with less than 25% health and gets health equal to their attack. Whenever it attacks, it steals attack from enemies and then also gets spikes whenever an enemy attacks. As you can see, it kind of scales up to this much. The next one is the Spore Loathe. We can find over here. Where's the Spore Loathe? Here it is. So here's the Spore Loathe. This one here gives gives a skill to the enemies. So whenever those enemies die, they will deal damage to other allies around. Whenever this hero is attacked, it will heal your allies for some amount, and then at the beginning of the turn, deals damage to other enemies. You can see it kind of scales up to this. And then the Cactusito, which, whoops, here it is, Cactusito over here. So their skills, whenever the enemy attacks, will give negative attack to another enemy until the end of turn. When this hero dies, it will give regeneration to your warlord for a couple turns. And then whenever an enemy attacks, it will take one of the other enemies will also take damage as well. So a little bit of disruption for each one of those heroes. They're okay. I myself use Spore Loathe the most out of those three. You could potentially use Dandy Croc in a specific squad, and I don't see too much play with El Mariachi, but I mean it's all right. It's pretty large on the health, as you can see here. In fact, all of them actually have pretty large health. So yeah. So first thing we're gonna do is go do some world events. I'm gonna go to the guild first because I need to activate a skill for one of the final quests that we can do. So in this case, this one will be, where is it? Here it is. So this one here will lessen the cost of gold needed, and we're gonna need that for the quest. So just activate it for the one day. Okay, heading over to the roadmap now. Okay, currently we are on this quest, level up Villano Mad Genius to level 16. This is the new hero for this event. So we will do that. And knowing that the next event is going to happen in a couple of days, and we already have those heroes prepared because of the high levels done, we're going to focus more of our efforts on this quest here. So here's the Villano Mad Genius. They also say that there's no high growth this month, meaning that not going to get gems off of your level ups. So because of that, it is now probably okay to spend gold because we won't be leveling up other things for a while. So we'll get this to level 16 and then we'll pass the quest and move on. As you can see, it is counting. And we already know how much gold we need in order to get this leveled up. The base cost is somewhere around, it's like 470,000. And this is without the guild bonus as well. As you can see, we are going down here. Cool. Yeah, I've already seen this hero in battle a couple times. He's not that good. It's more defensive, and Chaos typically doesn't do that. It is open for a different deck build, but again, you need to build it specifically for defense. And I don't think there are too many heroes that actually fall into that mix. So yeah, so here we have him at level 16. And close out the squad, head back to the roadmap. Oop, skip the ad over here. Okay, we'll claim our reward. Okay, so this is the next quest here. The open bonus chest in event shop 3 times, so we'll go over to the roulette. Currently, you see we don't have any bonus chests available. We have been filling up this bar, and we thought that we weren't going to get to this point, but I guess we're here now, so we'll do what we can. So we'll spend and see how far we can go. Okay, got some scientists. This will be good for when we do reborn this hero. Okay, and we got some runes. So that's actually good because that'll open up that'll give us enough runes to open up another chest. And got some gems. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll open up the bonus chest. Agency accounts for the 1 of 3. And we got some Regardless this time, which is a bummer. And we don't have enough bonus runes, so the only other way is to spend, which we're probably not going to do, especially since we're not going to be using... We don't use the Regardless or the Scientist in our main squad. Axe, maybe, but that'll be after leveling them up, which will be a while. So I guess that'll be it for the world event. It still has about 1 day or so to finish up. We'll get some extra attempts off of the bosses for the rest of the day, and then we'll just close it up offline. So yeah, so that was the world event. Now let's head over to the pit. Currently we are using the pirate skin along with the Gleedy pet for insurance. Oh, no, we don't have the Gleedy pet. Hold on. I've been switching in and out for battles here. All right, so we'll get the pirate and we'll also equip our pets. Ooh, I realized too that if high growth isn't going to be happening for a while, that means that won't be leveling the pet up either. Okay, sure. All right, well, we'll head over to pit. So currently, right now, we're on Sigurd, Invincible. Let's take a look at their skills. Okay, so whenever the warlord is attacked, they will get spikes. Every 3rd turn, they will give spikes to the enemy, allies being them, not us. And then on the 6th turn, we'll deal damage to our warlord for each enemy with spikes. So that means that every time we attack, we'll see the warlord deal more damage. We want to destroy the enemies before the 3rd turn, and then we also want to destroy... Oh, before the 6th turn, we want to destroy their enemies so that we don't take damage to our warlord. Okay, so yeah, we have 3 attempts. We have 4 days, and yeah, let's go. Okay, gonna start with our damage pentagrams first and see where they land. Okay, we have some double coverage over here on lane B, so that's good. I'm gonna start with, let's see. So since they have spikes, they're going to be dealing more damage to us over every attack. So we want to summon heroes with high health in order to get around the spikes, but we do need to deal damage too. And eventually when we're going to be taking too much damage off of the spikes, we will have to switch up to sudden deaths, which will deal the rest of the damage. So for now, let's just go with our ranged hero over here. Gonna summon it on, it'll be around for a while, so we'll summon it over here on B1. Just get some damage in, and then also draw heroes towards the lane so that they can take damage.
Whoa!
Okay, we have this ranged hero with, oh, nothing in particular. Okay, it is on the damage pentagram, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll focus some more damage over to the warlord, and so this time we'll summon the melee hero over here with the high health. I'm gonna summon it over here on A3. Don't want to waste any of these. Don't want to waste the vampire tile quite yet. And we still want to have these other melee spots open so that we can do the shark summons for later. So as you can see, the damage pentagram did take care of that. Okay, we have the melee hero over here with the flight and then also spikes to the enemies. So, oh, okay, it's still going to be destroyed by the damage pentagram, so that's good. I have combat over there, combat there. Okay, next turn, the spikes is going to happen to all the allies. So we want to do a shuffle for ranged heroes so we can continue attacking, so we'll do that. Okay, no ranged, we'll do another shuffle again. No ranged again, wow. Well, we have this one, but we don't want to use this for, we want to use it now, we want to use it for a different boss. So, I guess we could get rid of these buildings out of our squad. That'd be okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, we'll summon the building with the high health over, summon it over here on D2. Actually, D2 over here. And see, we are taking more damage to our heroes. Have the damage pentagram doing the damage for us. Now, this building here, it gives extra attack to one of our allies at the end of the turn, and that'll allow for us to deal some extra damage. Oh, hey, Juju. Oh, man, I forgot. I didn't even see the dock over here. I gotta change that up. Is it here? This one. I see your comment. I just can't read it right now because I didn't load up the dock. Alright, so I see the Groot over here came into play and it silenced our building. It also has some high health over here. Are the pit bosses the same every week? I never paid attention, but I feel like they're harder for me this week. They are not the same every week. It seems like they are, but every once in a while there is a different rotation. So I remember, was it the week before? They did all the holiday heroes. Otherwise, these are the standard ones. These bosses are the same because I have other videos on YouTube with the Flambert and the Sigurd and whatnot. But no, these are the same bosses. So, not really sure what's going on. Did you? I mean, even if you de-league, there's no way to actually make these bosses any stronger unless you go higher up in league. And even if you increase the strength of your collection, it's still going to be the same. So. Maybe you can attribute it to the not paying attention, but I mean they are the same bosses. Maybe you didn't turn on guild bonuses for attacks and health and other things like that. But no, they're all the same. Okay, well, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do the shark summons now because we do want to attack the Groots. Okay, we'll get rid of this building too. You're welcome, Juju. And I'm going to continue summon the building over here on B2, even though we do want to use it as an attacker. Yeah, because we're going to need protection for our next heroes. So we'll get rid of the building. Oh, this font size is way too big. We have to use the different... There's a different dock here on the OBS. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to check out and see how much spikes that the Sigurd has. So that's 42, meaning that it'll deal that much damage to us. So this will be destroyed. This will be destroyed. These two will still be around. Yeah, okay, hey, we can summon... This hero has high health. Let's go for that. This one also gives an attack boost to our nature heroes, it seems, and it does one other thing. Oh, heals our warlord. All right, so that's cool. So we're going to summon over here in C2, and you'll see some of our heroes die. That's fine. Dies, and once the melee hero dies over here on C3, we can actually attack with this hero. Oh, we lost our other shark. Wow, okay. Well, see how much these spikes is now, so 78. So a majority of our heroes will start to die once we attack the warlord. Okay, so we have the melee hero over here. We'll give plus health to the enemies. Don't have to worry about it yet because of the damage pentagrams. And so, let's summon another melee hero over... this one has high health. Even though it has low attack, it's probably better for us to use it as a attacker. So I'm going to summon over here on D3 and get some more damage over to the warlord. I'd see we are healing off the attack. And we also take some damage off the attack, but that's fine. As you saw, we did take some damage because their hero here, they got spikes, and then they had the damage to us for every enemy out there. Okay, so we have the ranged hero here. It has a totem in front of itself, and that totem will give spikes. Again, because of the damage pentagrams, don't have to worry about those. Let's see. Oh, we have this hero with the high health. That's pretty good. I'm gonna give, let's see, 1, 2, 3. How much damage is he in? 90. Okay, so we'll have one turn. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna summon the melee hero over here on C3. Again, high health. Okay, gets attack boost for every frozen. Not gonna happen, but it's still something to think about. Okay, so we have a couple of lanes blocked. We have the two buildings helping us out. We also have the melee hero with the high health, and it'll survive for at least one more attack. We'll get an attack boost. Okay, and then we'll follow up with anything can survive, so 102. These two heroes will die. We'll do... Yeah, we don't mind losing them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we don't mind losing them. Yeah. Summon the melee hero over... Ooh, this one's actually a little better. So this one can actually survive the next attack. It summons these extra range heroes behind themselves. And they will die, but we'll deal a little bit more damage to the warlord. Got the flight hero here, destroyed by the damage pentagram. Checking out some other skills, seeing if they're going to be relevant. Okay, we have the melee hero over here. Just some attack boost and some regeneration. Our building is blocking that, so I don't have to worry. Yeah, we can summon another hero with high health. Summon the melee hero down here. Gets an attack boost for every hero around himself. Also has a death trigger to a female enemy. May come into play. Okay, so we lost our melee hero down here. And now... yeah, I guess we're just dealing more damage to the warlord. Okay, so the melee hero is now silenced because of the Groot. And so, let's see, combat. This will survive at least one more attack off of the melee hero over here. So, might as well summon the ranged hero, deal a little bit more damage to destroy it. Okay, so we have damage and damage. And don't mind getting rid of this range hero too, especially on D1, so because of the low attack and health. Yeah, this is fine. So at this point, we're just going to be summoning heroes with low attack to get rid of them out of our squad. Still have plenty of health, and their attacks are rather low, so we'll do that. As you can see, our heroes are now destroyed because of the spikes. And next turn, we'll see spikes given to the enemies, and then we'll take some damage. Okay, we have this melee hero over here. Gets plus health with allies with spikes, so this may survive next turn. If it does, it's not a big deal, because again, it is on a damage pentagram. Okay, we'll do one more shuffle, see if we can get rid of some lower stat heroes. Okay, we have this one here with the low attack. So you see the spikes, and then we took the 70 damage because of the two enemies with the spikes. At the beginning of the next turn, the damage pentagrams did destroy those.
Whoa!
Okay, so they have the range hero once again, summons the totem. That totem will be destroyed by the damage pentagram. But the hero is not on a damage pentagram, so we will be taking damage over here as long as we don't destroy this hero. We do have sudden deaths that will add up over time. So right now it will be at 6, and a couple turns it will increase to 7, 8, 9, etc., etc. And that'll help us deal the rest of the damage over to the Sigurd. So we will summon the ranged hero just to get rid of it. You can see we are now taking 174 damage. So you can also get around that damage using mental shield or immune heroes. Mental shield heroes are okay right now, although probably do want to save them for other bosses, and same thing too for the immune heroes. Okay, the melee hero over here will be destroyed. Okay, summon once again. As you can see right now, it is up at 7. Okay, we have some more heroes over here. And we'll just keep going, summoning our low attack heroes.
Whoa!
Yeah. Okay, well, they summon another one of those range heroes, starting to attack our buildings. That is okay. We'll spread out the damage, and we don't even need our building anymore because they're pretty close to lethal, so we'll just keep attacking the warlord. Normally we would be clearing the heroes, but again, it's okay. We don't mind losing our board now, especially since their warlord spikes is so high. And we won't be able to, we'll take too many turns in order to get the board back, so might as well just go for damage. And we still have other attempts anyways. So we'll keep going. Yeah, assuming the board is still open with the other tiles, we're on roughly a 20 turn clock with this range hero attacking us. So we don't even have to worry about that. So instead, we'll keep going. Okay, looks like we give a skill to... Oh, wow. This is still alive because of the high health. So we gave a skill to one of our heroes here. So whenever that ally dies, it will heal the other allies for some health. Cool.
Woo!
So that means that eventually we will want to keep our heroes around that. Okay, we have this range hero. This one here gives plus health to allies around themselves at the beginning of the turn, and then also plus attack to nature heroes. Oh, okay, so we're going to take a little more damage. Okay, well, we'll summon our range hero over here. And... Ooh, we can actually get some protection. So this hero here... Oh, actually, never mind. So it says that... Oh, end of turn, wow. Usually this hero is supposed to die first off of the spikes, but apparently the skill still went off. So we got a tree, and that tree will help us block. And then I guess it'll also be healed once this building is destroyed. Okay, still going through here. I want to save actually this range hero because we do tend to run out of them towards the end. So we're going to summon this melee hero over here.
Whoa!
Okay, comes into play and poisons 2 of the enemies for some damage and seals attack. So that's cool. A little bit more damage over to the warlord while disrupting the board a little bit.
Whoa!
Okay, another ranged hero. Okay, well, I guess the only other one is to do this, though it does have that invulnerability, it does have the bleeding. Actually, it actually won't be that bad. Let me see how much spikes there are on this. So this one has 44. This one doesn't have any. But we can't put bleeding on their heroes, so might as well. Yeah, all right. So we're going to summon this melee hero over here on C3. We'll get some health back off of our melee kill because of the bleeding. Okay, looks like we can give some bleeding whenever the enemy appears. And then we'll also have some attack steal once those enemies attack. Okay, so we have some bleeding given to the heroes. We have the attack steal happening, so these heroes are now at 0. And I can see our Ariok does have some attack now. So let's see. So 160. I'll put it at 180. All right, we'll do some sudden death, see how much damage we can deal. The pirate with the gun. All right. Okay, so we are a little short there. That is fine. We'll have some attack, and then we'll just skip the turn. We want to save these heroes for now. So we'll skip the turn, get our attack through. Hero's being destroyed. This hero has 0 attack now, so I don't have to worry about that. And it does have bleeding, so even when it does get the attack, it will take some damage. And the poison will eventually take care of it.
Woo!
Okay, we have the ranged hero here. We'll poison and give plus health to melee. Also has flight, but again, not a concern. And looks like the sudden deaths, so the sudden deaths looks like they don't stack up with damage for the more sudden deaths you have. So you can actually just keep using them unless you want to get more damage. So in this case, we will hold off because we are a little short. Skip the turn again, and we are on roughly well, with this hero destroyed, we're back to now a pretty much 20 turn clock. Okay, we'll skip the turn again because we're out of range of lethal for the Sun Deaths. And as you can see, we can do the lethal at any time now because of these range heroes. Just trying to do it with the Sun Deaths over here. So, let's see, combat over here, combat here. Yep, we can wait 2 more turns. Again, you can see our damage pentagram is doing a lot of the work for clearing out the heroes. Okay, so now we're at 13, meaning that we're going to deal 50. So we're 1 off. We'll skip 1 more turn. And we should be good, assuming they don't summon a 250 attacker.
Woo!
Okay, we'll take some damage again, but we will do our Sun Deaths. And there you go. So that was Sigurd the Invincible. As you saw, we did a lot of our damage with our heroes up until the point where the spikes became too big, and then we did the rest of the damage with the Sun Deaths. And you could also go on defense as well and just not attack the Warlord, so eventually you can just deal a lot of Sun Death damage.
Epic.
Okay, we are still in the world event, so that is why we have runes. And we got double copies of Scientist. Wow, alright.
Epic.
Okay, some Eternal Sun.
Epic.
And, oh, this is helpful too. So we got some Epic Discordia. Alright, cool. So now we're on the next boss over here, Flambert Furious. As mentioned before in the beginning, there is another world event, and because of that, we do want to save this boss for later. So we'll deal as much damage as we can, and we'll save the legendary chest for the quest in the next world event. So yeah, let's check out Flambert Furious, take a look at their skills. Alright, so whenever Mental Shield disappears, we'll give plus attack to the enemies, allies still being them. Every 3rd turn, we'll give Mental Shield to the enemies, and then on the 6th turn, we'll deal damage to our heroes for every enemy with Mental Shield. Okay, so a lot of stuff with Mental Shield with the attack boost. Want to destroy their heroes before the 3rd turn so they don't get the shield. And then also, we want to destroy the heroes on the 6th turn, at least get rid of the shield, and then also get rid of the enemies. So yeah. Okay, we have 2 attempts, and we still have a couple of days. As mentioned, we can save this for the world event, or you can do it now, either one. If you do need it for this event, so be it. Otherwise, we're just going to do it for this one. And yeah, we're going to try to leave him with around 100, 150 health, so that way we can one-shot him afterwards. So yeah, let's go. Okay. Let's take a look at these buildings, see what they're doing. So plus health to an ally, some damage to our heroes, and then damage to an enemy. Yeah, this building will help us get rid of some of the mental shields if we don't break them. But for now, we'll do our damage pentagram, see where they land. Okay, looks like we have triple coverage over on the lane here. So that means that we want to draw all our heroes to this area, so that way they can take more damage. And okay, let's start with, I was going to say start with a hero with high health. This one's actually pretty good, so yeah, let's go with that. So summoning over the melee hero over here on A3. Normally we would summon a rare just to get rid of it out of our collection or squad or whatnot, but in this case, do want to start setting up our board so that way we can just do summons behind and then go from there. And then we'll have more chances to summon our rares. Okay, so we have this hero that gives Mental Shield to another enemy whenever they die. Okay, and then whenever they appear, they'll give them plus health. Okay, we're gonna actually get rid of this hero. So we'll summon a... Actually, 71. Yeah, we need to get rid of this hero as soon as possible because of the Mental Shields given. So I'm gonna summon this melee hero over here on D3 just to get rid of the building. Okay, looks like our melee hero is getting an attack boost because of, let's see here. Oh, okay, so whenever this melee hero kills something, it gives plus attack boost. That's cool. I didn't even take a look at this these skills here. So deals extra damage to melee heroes, and then also gets spikes that'll help protect it. And then we'll get a health boost whenever a nature hero appears. Okay, cool. Alright, so this hero here gives mental shield to enemies. Also will give, it heals the enemies around for some health. So combat over here, potentially getting rid of this. See, next turn, all heroes will get mental shield. Sure, alright, let's see. You don't have damage to destroy this, so just taking a look at how much damage our sharks can do. So 86. So 86, one is there. Oh, okay. Actually, that'll be enough to destroy this if we can get it done. So we'll take the risk. Cool, and it did happen. We're also getting a health boost over to the melee hero because these sharks are nature. I'm gonna follow it up now with our ranged hero over here on D1. Oh, you even have the extra melee damage, so you don't have to worry about that. Cool. Okay, so we have our ranged hero too. At the beginning of the turn, we'll give plus health to our allies. That'll help us out in terms of the melee hero and then also protecting these other lanes. And see, the sharks, when they come into play, they set the enemy attack to 1 in the same line, so we'll have some protection over here. And because of this building, this will actually cap out the amount of damage happening to the lane. Oh, we can actually get rid of this now. Okay, so we have the Caesar's head. This one here will give mental shield whenever one of our heroes dies, and then also whenever an enemy dies, we'll take extra damage to our warlord. It is on damage pentagram, as you can see here. So let's see, 89, 101. Yeah, we'll still get rid of this hero because we don't want the mental shields happen. So summon the... Ooh, this one is good. You can see here it gives a health boost to our nature heroes, and then also has flight, so a little bit of protection. Those. Oh, okay. So this hero is still alive because of that mental shield. That skill here given to the other allies. Okay, that is fine. Still want to get rid of this hero as mentioned before because of the mental shields happening. Next, we'll deal some damage over to the Caesar's head. Okay. So we have the Apollo over here. At the end of the turn, it gives evasion to a random enemy. Then also gives plus attack once a mental shield disappears. And we'll also give mental shield to another ally. Wow. Okay. So this hero is now double protected because of the evasion and then also the mental shield happening with the Apollo. See combat over here. Gotta break that. Damage over there. Okay. Gonna want to shuffle and find a hero that can actually deal damage to this. So. Well, this is not too bad. Okay, yeah, we'll summon the melee hero over here on D3. Even though it is a legendary, do want to make sure that we can keep pressure on the board. Then see, we summoned and they have the mental shield because of the Apollo. We'll have our mental shield breaking because of the extra attack. But then we have the vampirism on our Count Vlad and the extra attack and the vampirism allowed us to destroy this. Also have the Caesar head destroyed in combat, so now I just need to worry about the Apollo. Okay, well, we have some damage happening with our Count Vlad at the beginning of the turn. That broke the mental shield of the Super Mario over here. Also has evasion because of the Apollo. So next turn, they will get mental shield, and then we'll take some damage to our heroes. So, let's see. We'll need to do a mental, what do you call? We need a melee hero in order to attack this destroy. So we still get mental shield, though, so... freeze, damage over there. See if we have anything to actually affect their board. So even if we get the metal shield, attack that, the metal shield again. Ah, this is fine. You know what, actually we're gonna summon our melee hero over here just to block for some damage. So you can see it does trigger off that metal shield. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that. The extra damage to the melee heroes. Oh no. That can be a problem. Alright, so as you saw, the metal shield did happen. And then we did take some damage to our heroes because of that skill. The melee hero down here will be destroyed, and, well, the Apollo will actually be destroyed next turn, assuming it doesn't get a health boost or a mental shield. Okay, we have the Caesar's head coming out again to give mental shield to the Super Mary. Then we have our damage with our Count Vlad at the beginning of the turn, dealing damage to the heroes. You know what? Oh, okay. To avoid the Apollo trigger, where it gives mental shield to another hero, what we're going to do is actually do an attack boost for our male heroes first. That'll help us for the extra attack on the Vlad. Then we're going to skip the turn to not trigger off those skills. Okay, as you can see, no mental shield given. We have the extra melee damage. And we have the damage with the damage pentagram to destroy the Apollo. Okay, so now just gonna get rid of the Caesar's head and then any other heroes, so that way we don't take damage. Okay, we have the melee hero over here with the heal. Summon the melee hero over here with the high health and the low attack. Yeah! We'll also give some more health over to our melee hero over here. You saw the heal off of the summon. Okay, we have the melee hero being destroyed by the damage pentagram, and then followed by the extra damage from the Caesar's head.
Whoa!
Okay, so we have this range hero here that deals damage to enemies in the line for older heroes on the battlefield. All of their heroes so far have been older, so that'll combo with that skill. Also, whenever it's attacked, we give mental shield to another ally. So you will want to... Yeah, we don't want to attack this a lot, so we'll summon our melee hero over here, again with the low attack, and it is okay. Yeah. Still dealing damage down here on this lane. We have a lot of health given, so the extra health is from this health pentagram over here. And see now their heroes do have mental shield again. That is fine. Still dealing damage over on this top lane here. Okay, so another Apollo, more evasion. Okay, we're gonna skip the turn again so that way we don't give mental shield to the heroes. Okay, so extra attack will allow us to go for damage to the Warlord. Take some damage off of the enemy being destroyed while the Caesar head is still on the field. Okay, we have the Super Mary again. Okay, we'll be destroying combat. Summon the melee hero over here to get rid of the Caesar's head. Okay, we'll also get some health back off of our melee kill. Okay, and we're in the range of where we want to leave this Warlord, so I'm gonna find another hero that we can end up summoning, and then we're going to do a surrender before the attack, so that way we don't destroy this boss. And who knows, they might block for damage, which they do. That's good. We have this melee hero over here that has mental shield when it comes into play. Also gives block to a round. Combat over here, this is 80. Okay, so we'll do shuffle. Saw that one with the low attack already, but we'll do this again. Hey, we have a building. All right, cool. So we'll summon the building. This one will actually lower the attack of our heroes, but that's fine. Okay, just setting this up here. Doing some damage, and just gonna surrender before the damage happens. So as you can see, we left them actually with less than 100. And that'll help us set up for the world event happening on Friday. So yeah, so all right, we're gonna close that out. Next, we're gonna, let's see. No, we can actually do the Divine Arena now. Do you want to save runes for later, just to get it through? Let's see, do I need more of those? I could potentially still do it. So we've already actually done the Divine Arena. You can check out the YouTube video for it. But let's see. Let me see. Okay, I gotta check the roadmap again and see how many more runes we do have. Could potentially open up another legendary chest. Alright, so we have 250. Okay, so we're very far away from bonus chest. Alright, so I'm actually going to save the Divine Arena for the world event. You can see here on the Divine Arena the timer. So this will actually be around for the next world event. So 1 day, 5, actually, 1. Yeah, it will still be around for the next world event, so that's cool. Okay, well, I guess now we'll do some League. So let's get right into that. Let's go to the squad, switch our Warlord. And as mentioned, this time around, we're not going to be using the pet. The reason why is because I just want to test it out. Someone said that, okay, hey, well, you only got this far because of the pet. And, well, we're about to find out. So we're going to use our Geisha skin as normal because of that kill skill. And then this is the current squad we are using right now. As you can see, just a lot of females helping out with their Yoster. A lot of our heroes do some form of damage or board disruption, particularly the Blair that can set the ranged heroes to 5. We have the Charn that can deal extra damage to nature, or extra damage to chaos heroes, and then also the extra attack and the mental shield. Then we also have the Deadlord here that can get rid of some melee heroes that we can't normally attack. And then finally Grace here for all-around damage. Alright, so heading over to League. We have 7 spots available. As mentioned, because of the world event, we are going to be saving our legendary chest, so that's why this is around. I guess also since we have seasons rewards, that's going to help us out for some of the quests in chapter, let's see. Yeah, chapter 2 and 3. Wow, okay. Cool. So yeah, let's get it started. Okay, we're facing an ogre. Let's take a look at the warlord that we can... Yeah, if you click at the name, you can see the squads, and see the one that we're currently facing is... Okay, so we got Masuras with the attack, and Swarm we have negation with the Groot, high health over here with the Diana and the attack. Oh, can go for the extra attack over here, and a very small Grace, which I assume was reborn. Yeah, it had to have been reborn. Okay, so we have some extra attack. A lot of damage. We have Ghosta here for damage as well. Okay, I'm going to start with our Masura over here on a 3 so we can get some extra copies and some extra attackers. And you can see each one summons an extra copy, and then we'll also get an attack boost for every ally that we end up summoning. Okay, they did their heal skill. Should probably take a look at the pet. So attack boost when they first come out, and at the end of turn, attack boost. Depending upon what happens next turn, we can either go Discordia for extra damage or set up a board wipe with the Yoster. They have their own Masuras. Ouch. Oh, you kind of expected that. That is okay. Let's see. So, because we don't have our Masura copies anymore, this is going to be a lot more difficult. Let's see. Comment over there, comment there. Block, block, block. Okay, we'll summon our Deadlord over here on A2. Gotta transform the top Masura copy so that way it doesn't attack. Now see, we'll also get some zombies that'll help us block. That is a bummer. We were gonna set up for a board wipe for next turn, but since we don't have heroes anymore, it's gonna be a lot more difficult. Oh, we don't even get to wound this Masura copy, so that's gonna be rough. Alright, so we'll take some extra damage off of the Ghosta here because of the skill. Okay, gonna do our Vampire to help us block. Also going to do our Blair. Okay, get rid of this one. Could do that. Yeah, sure, actually. Yeah, we'll do this. So we'll do our destruction because we do need to get rid of these Masura copies. We'll follow it up with the Blair over, let's see, combat. Yeah, we didn't need to deal as much damage to the Masura, so from that. Okay, we'll get rid of the zombie, get some damage over the Masura, and then at the end of the turn, the vampirism damage will destroy the Ghosta here. Okay, the Masaur also has Pierce, so that'll actually be enough to destroy the Blair. Still need to deal damage over the Masaur anyway, so that the next copies that come out will have the same low health. Okay, so we have the Dragara with the attack boost for every hero. Destroyed our zombie lord. Okay, and now they have the blockers, and we can't get rid of all these, so unfortunate. If they didn't start with the Masaur first turn, we would have been okay. Alright, well, let's keep going. Okay, another ogre. They have a Drogon pet this time, with health boost, attack boost, and extra damage. Taking a look at their squad. See what we're facing. Okay, so we have Grace. Okay, mostly order squad, along with the Shamuna here for some block and protection. Have the Shriek for extra damage. Okay, starting with the Grace first turn. Yeah, I'm going to start with our York over here on B1. When it comes into play, it deals damage to heroes in the line. Also deals some damage over to destroy the Grace, and then get the attack boost for every kill. Next turn, probably going to go Masaur in order to help with blocking the board, and then also going for extra damage to the Warlord. Okay. Alright, well, this is the Shamuna. This is the one that helps them block because of the Eclipse Shard. So those Eclipse Shards will come out, and then they'll also give Mental Shield over to the Shamuna. Damage over there. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna summon the Yoster over here on B2. The Yoster itself has Flight, so that'll actually avoid the damage off of the Shamuna. We'll give some health boost at the end of the turn, because of every female that's on the field. And actually recently I learned that this skill applies for every female on the board, so not just your squad, but the other enemy squad as well. Okay, we have the Shaolin here that gives immunity to other order allies, also gives attack boost, and then has a death trigger to deal damage to one of our heroes. Let's see, so if it's destroyed now, we could do that. It could potentially be destroyed over here. Gonna hold off on our summons and destruction because it's still rather early, and we can get rid of the Shamuna now, so we'll do that. Summon our Deadlord. That'll help us transform the Shamuna and get through the Metal Shield. Okay, and we also have some blockers as well. This should draw out the silence from the Ogre, so now we don't have to worry about our skills being affected. Just need to deal with the Shaolin, that will give the extra attack boost. And at this point now, since we do have extra heroes because of the Deadlord, we can draw away the damage. Okay, so we have the Shriek that deals extra damage for every hero when it first comes into play. I'm gonna do our Vampire now, and then your Destruction, good to go from there. Actually, yeah, this is good. Yeah, we're going to do our destruction now. Okay, looks like we lost our York, and we took extra damage because of the male hero destroying our York. I'm going to follow it up now with the Grace behind the Arch Vampire. Let's see. No, actually, we're going to summon it over here on B1 behind the two heroes. So the Grace has random damage, and that'll destroy the Shriek, along with giving our heroes an attack boost. Okay, we are running low on health, so we will protect this lane C, probably with the Masora with the high health. Okay, so we have the Yoster still coming out, just seeing how much random damage we do. So 7, okay, 7 times. Okay, also silence. This vampire is silenced because of their Yoster. Okay, I'm gonna summon the Blair over here on C2 because of the health rune. Okay, we'll have our Grace dealing the random damage to actually destroy this because this hero's health was set to 5 from the Blair. And so now they are low on health. They still have their stone skill, which they will do now. Usually by turn 5 they end up doing it anyways. So they'll have a little bit of protection. They'll also get some health back whenever we attack the stones. Excuse me. But this is why we summoned the Grace earlier. So that way we can set up for the extra attacks once 7 heroes are destroyed. Heroes will also count as these buildings. So let's see here. We have the Justia that gives miss to another hero once we summon. Also the attack boost and the health boost. There. Yeah, we'll try this. All right, so let's see. Oh, you know what? We can get some protection. Since we still have the Blair, so the Blair will give Metal Shield to our heroes when they first come into play. So we're going to summon this Masura over here on A3. And as you see, our Blair now does get missed because of the Justia skill. But we do have now a Masura with Metal Shield to help us block the lanes. Okay, looks like our Grace got the miss, which is okay. I mean, we still have the protection, we still have the Metal Shield. Next turn, probably going to summon Discordia, so we can get some extra damage on the board.
Whoa!
Okay. So we took some damage because of the Strick destroying some of our heroes. That's fine. Let's see. Do we have the 7 extra attacks now? Still don't. Wow. Surprising. Alright, so let's see. Combat. Oh, okay. Here, we'll do this. We'll summon the York over here on A1. When it comes into play, he'll deal damage, so we'll get rid of these 2 heroes. Okay, we'll destroy the Justia through combat. And looks like we have our 7 extra attacks, so let's get it in. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's keep going. Alright, so we are now facing an ogre with a, looks like a sentry pet. Attack boost over here. Let's take a look at the squad. Oh, alright. Oh, okay, well. So they have the new hero, the Arthur. And they have some extra summons with the Floss and the Shibuna and the Masura. Okay, and then extra damage off the Grace and the Ghosta. Alright, got it. Does we have that? Okay, I'm gonna start with our Yoster. So, yeah, we're gonna start with our Yoster on D3. Or D1 rather. So we'll have some protection behind the building, and then we're gonna start with building our heroes on the bottom lane and then going up from here. Especially too, since we saw that they have Ghosta. So Ghosta tends to work best on the bottom lanes or protected by a building, so that way you can still deal your damage with these skills. Oh, so there's the Ghosta. Alright, we have our damage skill from the Yoster at the beginning of the turn. So now the Ghost is unprotected, so we can just destroy that in combat. Damage over there. It's there. Okay, gonna summon the Discordia over here on A1 so that we can destroy this. And also get some extra pressure on the board with the extra attacks given. Because this Discordia is also a female, we're getting more of a health boost to our heroes. So that includes both the building and the other Discordia. Okay, so we have the Masuras, extra copies given over here. Combat over there. We'll do our Vampire Summon and then also follow with the Destruction, so that we can attack. Yeah, I'm gonna follow it up with the Masura copies. So we'll summon it over here on A3. Get some extra attackers on the board. Okay, we'll get the health boost at the end. Every Masura copy is also a female, so that's why you see the health boost given to the stones. Okay, they did the silence now, which is okay. We do have all these attackers and blockers on the board. Next turn, probably going to be summoning Grace to clear out whatever ends up attacking on the board. Okay, so in this case, we're going to summon Blair. The Floss over here got a health boost at the end of the turn, and also with the poison. See if it makes sense to clear this out. Actually, we might have lethal now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 120. So this is 240, 240 plus that. So that puts it at 470. Oh, great. Okay. So we're going to summon the York over here on C2. It will destroy both the Masura and then this range hero off the plant. And then we have lethal here. Yeah. Wow. Cool. It's one of the benefits of starting first and then also having extra heroes on the field. Okay, yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so they are starting first this time. They have the Sentry Pet, so they'll get some extra attack boosts. Also take a look at their squad, as mentioned. Okay, so they have the Mr. Flap that will give plus health to their heroes. Also, we'll set the attack of our heroes to 1 when it's attacked. Have the Lotrix here that will give the extra puppets, and they'll combo with the Mr. Flap, so they'll get a lot of health. We also have the Bastet that deals a lot of damage where it first comes on play, which is here right now. Okay, so in that case, we're going to summon our Deadlord over here on C2. Transform this hero just to stop it. Also want to keep these melee spots open so that way we can have our Masura copies, or in this case the Charn, to get us some extra attack runes. Okay, so this is the Lotrix. This Lotrix summons the 2 puppets. Those puppets themselves will reflect damage and then also remove negative effects. The Lotrix here gets, let's see, gets an attack boost for every puppet whenever it attacks, and then also gets plus attack and plus health whenever a puppet is destroyed with their skill. Okay, so let's see. So combat over here, combat there. Okay, gonna summon the York over here on B2, or B1. This will help us destroy the puppet with the damage. Then we'll have combat to destroy the Lotrix. Okay. Looks like our Deadlord has Pierce from the rune that it was summoned on. It's still going! Oh man, wow, look at that. So that puppet got a large attack boost from the Grace, dealing the random damage to our heroes, and as a result they could go for lethal there. Again, they were going first, they wiped out our board, and we took a lot of extra damage off of the Bastet because the Bastet gets an attack boost whenever it kills a hero. Okay, so we are facing now a Jimmy Rocker Boy. They'll have block runes, they'll have rockers with splash, and then setting the health of our heroes to 1. Take a look at their squad and find out that... Okay, so we should usually expect a Legion in the Jimmy Rocker Boy squad because of the second turn, or second skill that they have. They have a Might 10 that could potentially wipe out our board. They have some Frost that can freeze our heroes. Some extra damage. Yeah, we'll have a lot of damage and a lot of order heroes. Okay. Might actually go super strong this first turn. Because we don't really have a lot of backup heroes. These are mostly board disruption or clears. So we'll do our Vampire first turn. And then gonna follow it up with the Grace behind. Yeah, we'll follow with the Grace behind. They have Fury, but again, we don't really have any good options, so do our Vampire, destroy the building, and then we'll get an attack with the Grace, destroying something. So I guess this gets an attack boost now. Oh, destroy the melee hero over here on the first turn. Okay, so we have the block runes. The block runes will stop combat damage, but not effect damage. So that'll include the extra damage off of the Grace, and also the damage off of this Discordia. Probably going to see Fury show up here to run overboard. As expected. Alright, that's fine. So this Fury, it gets 3 extra attacks. We'll get rid of this now using... Yeah, we'll use the Deathlord over here. Something over here on E2. Again, we do want to hold these melee spots open so that we can summon these Mashors. Or potentially... Oh, we don't even have Shimuna in this deck. Yeah, I guess it's really just Mashors and the Charms. Okay, so we got the attack boost happening to the York because of the kills. We'll have our melee to kill that. Well, we'll summon our own York in order to block for damage. So it comes into play, deals some damage. Dies Reborn. Reborn over here. And at this point now, if we lose our York, we're going to be taking lethal off of this other York. Oh, so here are the ranged summons. The Rocker Boys with a splash. Combat will destroy these because of combat and then also the splash damage. Combat over here. Yeah, we're going to be losing a majority of these heroes.
Yeah.
Okay, so combat there. You're getting an attack boost for every ranged ally that destroys something. So this will be destroyed now by the Shimuna. And it looks like they have lethal off of the boosted Rocker Boy. Ow. Yeah, we didn't have any good options starting first. We didn't have any defenses, and the heroes just got run over by the Fury. Okay, another Ogre, Sentry Pet as well. Looking at the squad, some Masuras. Let's see, we have the Madam Agony that can transform our wounded heroes into crystals. And we have some Groot for negation. Alright. Okay, so we got the first turn Masura. A lot of copies going on. Gonna summon the Yorick over here on A1 to get rid of this copy. Deal some damage, get an attack boost for destroying both the building and then also the Masura copy. And we want to clear the top copy because the top copy can spawn other copies, but the bottom copies can only spawn up to the top. So there'll be less attacks if we go that way. Next turn, probably going to be going Yoster. And I don't even have next turn because of the York here. So let's see, combat. Even with our blocker, best case scenario still can block. They'll run over. Yeah, we're going to take lethal off of the York, most likely. So, unfortunate. I suppose we'd be okay if we had our Galiti Pet to give a health boost to our heroes, but even still, their heroes do have a lot of attack. And, oh, that is okay. Alright. Yeah, let's keep going. That is a interesting name. Okay, so they have a Jimmy Rocker with the Drogon. Let's take a look at the squad. Okay, so they have a Hoodoo over here. This Hoodoo has a Reflect Totem that can deal damage to Overdoor Warlord. They have a Snake that has invulnerability and also can steal attack from our heroes. They have the Tinker here that summons a building that can deal damage to us whenever a hero is destroyed. And they have a Deadlord over here. Okay. But no swarms, and that is good. So let us start with our Masura over here on A3. Got the maximum amount of copies, also wiped out some of these heroes. Next turn, going to be going Yoster because of the amount of females that we have currently on the board. Might need to do some negation anyways because of the male heroes found in their squad. You may have mentioned it already, but what's the reason for you not using a pet? We are doing it for the lulz. No, it's more of just testing out, see how effective our squad is in relation to League. So if we can do okay without our pet, then that's good, because then that's just the baseline indicator as to see how strong our squad is. And if we do need our pet, well, I mean, that just shows how much more work we need to put into our squad. So, okay, so we have the Deadlord over here summoning these extra zombies. We're gonna summon the, let's see, combat here. No, we need the extra copy to destroy this. So I'm not gonna do our vampire yet, but we will do the Yoster. Gonna summon it over here on, yeah, we're gonna summon it over here on A1. So we can deal some damage over to the Warlord. We'll have the extra spot for the copy for the Sword to attack the zombie. Then as you see at the end of the turn, we have the health boost over to our heroes. Yeah, Juju, normally I would not be fighting without a pet, because it makes sense. Why not take the free health boost or free attack boost? But yeah, just for now, just testing out our squad and seeing how it works. Okay, so let us see. We have the group that did silence our heroes, so no free board wipe this time. I could get rid of this. At 1380. We'll go for damage, why not? Alright, so we're actually going to waste our vampire, so that way we can get rid of this dead lord. Okay, and gonna... Oh! We can do this. We'll do our Yorick over here on D1. We'll get rid of our zombie, but we'll open up a space for the Masora copy. And... Okay, I mean, we're off by about 100. So as long as we can get one attack in with any one of these Masora copies or a ranged hero, should be good. Alright, so they did the Jimmy Rockers. Let's see, so combat will destroy this. Potentially could get run over by a very large legion. This is the best scenario for them to do their summons, because they can get multiple kills with their splash damage. And then also it will still allow for the legion to be summoned under here, and then they'll get multiple attacks off of the rocker boys attacking. Okay, well in this case they summon the Tinker. This Tinker summons that Tesla X. We'll take some damage for every hero that is destroyed. Okay, let's see. So combat over here, combat here. Yeah, should be good. All right, so we're gonna summon the Discordia over here on C1. And okay, giving the extra attack to the Masora copy allows us for lethal. Great. All right, just opening the wind chest. Oh, so got some rare copies of Grace. That's cool. All right, yeah, let's keep going. It's monster. All right, let's take a look at the squad. They have the Ogre and the Drogon pet. We're facing Masoras. Got a Koshi over here. This one will give negative attack to our heroes. Also gets a large health boost whenever another enemy or another ally is summoned. Also have the Churn War over here. Large health, as you can see. It is an immune hero and can get extra attack. And they start with Masora's first turn. We're just going to surrender because we don't have anything to counter off. We don't have anything to counter this board. In fact, yeah, there are not too many heroes that can counter a first turn full board of Masoras. Other than my 10, potentially a very high Prince Nod or a high Tinker. Okay, let's see. So Jimmy Rocker with the Drogon. Okay, we have Jaxi over here. Has evasion, also has extra attack. That'll help combo with the Legion. And we also have a My 10 to wipe out our board if needed. And Aphrodite here. Aphrodite can deal some extra damage at the end of the turn. Alright, well, we'll start with our Masoras. A1 again. Okay, and got rid of some buildings. This will help out a little bit so that we can deal more damage. Next turn, probably going to go Discordia to help the copies. And so actually, if one of the copies gets destroyed, we could potentially have a new Masora copy with extra attack on it. We also have the York for backup in case there is a hero that we do want to deal damage to. So we have the block runes. That'll stop a little bit of combat damage. Okay, they have their own Masseur copies. Okay, and they have a full board now. Okay, let us see what's going on here. So this copy has block, so this one probably should have block. As you can see, because the block does copy over, these heroes have very large block. Alright, so let's see. So we won't be able to destroy this one, but we will be able to destroy this one. Although I'm not sure if we actually do want to destroy it. See how much pierce they have? So 112. Don't really have anything that's block over here. Combat here. No, this one could still stay alive. Yeah. Okay, gonna summon the Yoster over here on A1. We'll get an attack boost to our Masseur copies. We'll get a health boost at the end for every female that's on the field. So that includes our side with the with 5 female heroes here and 4 more here. Assuming our board does not get wiped next turn or our Yoster isn't silenced, we should be good for lethal because of the Discordia. Okay, so we have the Grace giving the attack boost off of the Masseur copies. We have the Grace dealing that random damage, which got rid of at least 1 copy. Okay, we do have these now destroyed. We're going to do our Vampire Summon so that we can have access to the destruction. Okay, we'll then summon, let's see. Oh, I guess we do want to destroy this, so we can go through, see. 3, 4, 5, 7. That'll be 1,000. Oh, we're gonna be short that way. Wow. Okay. Yeah, actually, we'll go for the extra attack. That'll be cool. All right, so we'll summon the Discordia over here on the attack rune on B2. And looks like we did have enough damage with the extra attack. Thought we might have been a little short because of the vampire in the field, but with the Masseurs getting the extra damage, we could go for lethal there. Okay, once again, another Jimmy, another Drogon. Should expect some male heroes because of the Drogon pet, and should expect a Legion, which we do. So we have, yeah, we've seen these before. We have the Angelia this time, so this one will deal damage to non-order heroes when attacked. Also gives mental shield to the Warlord. Okay, we have the York here, just looking at stats. Okay, it does have that reborn as well. Let's see, combat over there. How much damage it deals? 164. Okay, so that actually be enough to destroy ours. Oh man, that's not good. Alright, well, we'll use our own York as a blocker. Okay, so our York was destroyed, and then their York was destroyed. Got the block runes coming. Next turn, probably going to go Arch Vampire along with the Blair to get the board back. Potentially could do the... Oh boy. Oh, might not have a next turn. Let's see. So if we go attack there, so no, we're still gonna lose anyways because of the. No, we're still gonna lose anyways. Reason why is because of the Masseur still making the extra copies, and we have an open lane even if we do block on lane C. Okay, well, hey, we got a Jimmy this time with a Glee pet. So that means that they might not be using male heroes. Okay, we have the Yuri. This one deals extra damage to ranged heroes when it attacks. We have the Super Mary that can protect with the shield and also has Pierce. We have Miss Lappin over here with Freeze and High Tech. And then we also have the Alexandra that can remove negative effects and also Silence. That was a pretty strong order squad from what I just saw. Okay. Starting again with our Masseurs on A3. This time only getting 3 copies instead of the maximum. Okay, got those block runes happening. I guess one benefit of knowing that they're using their squad is knowing that they're not going to... They don't have Masaurs, so we're not going to potentially lose first turn. Okay, so we have the Alexandria. The Alexandria, when it comes into play, it summons this Life Palace. It will heal them for some amount based upon number of heroes in play. Is Alexandria enough of a threat on this board? Here, here. I'm gonna say no and just hold off. And what we're gonna do is follow with our Grace over. Yeah, we'll follow with our Grace over here on what do you call them? On D1. We got a random damage out. We'll have our Masauras coming out to block. I was gonna say Masaur copies. Yeah, Masaur copies. Yeah, Masauris. So we'll have some heroes out to help us block. We'll deal some damage over to the heroes, so it'll help us set up for the destruction, and then potentially set up for the 7 extra attacks needed for Grace to get her damage.
Whoa!
Okay. Oh, are we going to be taking 200? This is going to be bad. Oh. Ow. Okay. So we have the Strick here that dealt a lot of damage based upon the number of heroes that are in play, so our Masaur copies did contribute to that. Gonna summon our Vampire now, and then follow it up with the Blair, so that way we can get rid of these heroes. Summoning the Blair over here on A1, so we can deal some damage over to the Life Palace. And we do want to protect our Blair, at least for the time being. Well, here are the Rocker Boys. This one just says splash. It's not on a block rune, so we've got to factor that in for next turn. Ooh, okay. So the Super Mary itself, it gets a large attack boost for every order hero that is on the field. And we'll also have that mental shield as mentioned. Let's see, combat over there. Oh yeah, we can get rid of this, so that's fine. So since we still have the Blair, that'll help us out a lot. Combat there, damage there, there's there. Yeah, sure, okay. So I'm gonna summon the Deadlord over here on E2. We'll transform the Super Mary because of the Deadlord skill. Okay, we'll wound these heroes as well. Have the transform, and then we have the Vampire at the end of the turn to deal some damage to both the Life Palace and the transformed Super Mary. Uh-oh, okay. Alright, next turn we will be doing a board wipe, because we do want to get rid of these heroes and also not allow for the Legion to go for the extra attacks. Alright, well this is the best case scenario now. Combat there, combat there. Well, there's the Legion. Let's see how much health it actually does have. It's 345. Combat there, so we have 400. Oh, is that? Oh, we might actually... Alright, we'll do our destruction now. Get rid of this. Okay, I'm going to also follow up with the Yoster over here on E1. It has some protection because of the Blair with the mental shield. And then we'll silence the Legion, so it doesn't get the extra attacks. Followed by the health boost at the end of the turn to our heroes because of the females. Oof. Okay, so we took some damage because of the Yuri. Broke through the shield and then also destroyed our Blair. Do we have enough for lethal? We do not. But we can give protection to our heroes. Let's see, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Gonna summon the Charn over here on D3. Destroying the Yuri. Get some extra attack runes, which will help us set up for the next turn. And, well, we can potentially give Metal Shield to one of our heroes once the enemy attacks while our Cenotaph is in play. Next turn, probably going to be going York on one of these extra attack runes. Otherwise, we can do Discordia too, and potentially give extra attack to the Dead Lord here.
Woo!
Okay, so this is the Angelia. This is the one that deals damage to our non-order heroes. So in this case, all of our heroes here. They'll get Mental Shield once we summon, and that's okay actually. So we're gonna do our summons. We'll trigger off that Mental Shield, but it only happens once. Okay, we have the damage rune happening from the Yori once it killed something. And now, let's see, combat there, combat there. Oh, okay, here. We're going to summon the Dead Lord over here, or not the Dead Lord, the Yorick over here on D2. We'll break the Mental Shield. We'll have combat happening now. Followed by the lethal with the Yorick. Okay, should be what, like 2 more battles, I think? Oh, okay, yeah, 2 more battles. So yeah, let's keep going. Okay, we got the Jimmy, got the Sentry Pet. Let's take a look at the squad. Okay, oh, they got a Santa this time. This Santa here will transform the enemy that attacks into a present. That's pretty much it. I mean, we've seen these other heroes before. Shimuna with protection, Masura with the extra copies. I hear the ha-has of the Masuras. Right, okay, well, I guess we'll start with our Dead Lord to help us block. Okay, we have our damage over here. These spots are now open for extra Masura copies, but they are wounded, so that'll help us out a little bit in terms of getting rid of them. Next turn, probably going to go either Yoster to take the board back or York to clear out some heroes. And you see that Grace came in, destroyed some of our zombies, large attack boost, and that might actually be enough for lethal. Well, that's pretty close. Let's see. Yeah, it's tough to deal with 3 600 attackers. So, well, we'll scoop it up there. So another thing I heard too is that they are going to be doing a nerf on Masura. There are announcements in Discord, and I think there was a post also on Reddit too. A lot of changes are going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. Some changes in Dark Tower, some changes in... I said Brawl? I'll put the link to the post on the recap, or on the description. Oh, hey, there's a Spider Queen. Cool. All right, so the Spider Queen here deals poison damage. It also kills all wounded heroes, and then also does ranged summons. Let's look at their squad. See what we're facing. Okay, so we have... Oh, we got a Vixen this time. So this Vixen, it will freeze one of our heroes whenever they attack the Warlord. And then also has attack steal and will deal damage at the beginning of the turn based on its attack. Looks like they summon a Grace to clear out some of our heroes. Yeah, we can do our own Grace, but we're actually gonna do our Vampire first. That way we can get an extra attack boost to our Masura. Also going to follow it up with then the Grace. Let's see, comment there, here. Let me see how much Vampirism damage here. So Vampirism will actually be enough to destroy that building. Yeah, we're gonna do that this way. No, we need to guarantee that we destroy the Grace. So we'll do our Grace, and you see that cannonball instead of the order heads that came out last time. Okay, got some attack boost over to our Vampire and our Masura. And then we also get a copy to help us block for our Grace. Okay, well, we have the group now, Silenced our heroes. Also dealt a little bit of damage to our Warlord because it is a male hero as seen here. Gonna see if we can go for lethal now by summoning our Discordia. I'm gonna summon it over here on the attack rune on C1. Okay, so we have extra attack given to the Grace. And looks like we got extra attack over to our Masur. So there we go for combat. Also helps when we see a Spider Queen in League, because that, for some reason, the AI tends to use that particular skin very poorly. So it's usually a free win. Okay, we got one more. Let's see what we can do. Okay, they have an ogre. They have this shadow ocelot that gives a health boost to their heroes. Let's take a look at the squad. Okay, and we have seen these heroes before. We have the Charm with the extra attack runes. We got the Frost that can freeze our heroes once an older hero is summoned on the enemy side. Masurs, which sounds like Masurs are coming out. The sound of the haha. Alright, block. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, I'm gonna summon our Dead Lord again, trying to get rid of these Masur copies, or at least deal some damage to them. Destroyed a building, and it looks like our own building dealt damage to a Masur copy. That'll help us out to get rid of the other copies once we have our destruction skill lined up. Okay, they did the heal skill. Yeah, not really a fan of Ogre because their big skill is actually the silence and then the stones afterwards. The heal skill doesn't really matter, especially since as you go up in League, you'll find that their health is pretty high. So because of that, I mean, it'll stop you from dealing lethal in the first couple of turns, but it doesn't really destroy anything, and it doesn't really affect the board. So that's another thing too. Hey, looks like we take lethal here. Well, I guess I'm glad they're going to be nerfing Masur, because we can't have battles end in 2 turns with just one hero being summoned. So we lost that one because of the Grace destroying our stuff, and then as a result, the extra attack boost given to the Masurs, which then copy over. Okay, Ogre with Sentry. Let's take a look at the squad. Hey, we got a Scientist and the Arthur. Great. Okay, so you guys are going to be able to see how potentially both the Arthur and the Scientist play out. Okay, well, we'll do what they did. We'll do the Masur once again. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is fine too. Not really sure if I want the building destroyed, but that's okay. Okay, so we have our Masur copies out. Probably going to follow up with Grace next turn, or York, if we need to spot removal one particular hero. Oh, okay, great. So here's the Scientist. So the Scientist, it gives negative attack to our heroes in the radius of 2. Okay, it will give a health boost to allies and around itself every time the Warlord is attacked. And at the end of the turn, we'll heal the Warlord for health equals to his own. So I guess he healed for 285, so that's why he's back to full health here. We do that. Yeah, okay, alright. We will go next with the... I'm not sure if this is actually going to be destroyed. Yeah, we'll assume it's not destroyed. Alright, gonna summon the Yoster over here on D1. So one of the weaknesses of both the new heroes are that they're both male heroes, and so because of that, so here's the male hero symbol over here. Yeah. But anyways, because they're both male, they're actually vulnerable to the Yoster silence, as you see over here. I mean, it still has decent stats, but again, very, very vulnerable to this particular hero. Okay, we have the Discordia giving extra attack to the Scientist. Let's see. Yeah, we could potentially set up for lethal now. So we're gonna do the Vampire. It won't be summoned because all of our melee spots are filled up. We'll do our destruction. We'll take some damage over to our heroes. And because of the Discordia being destroyed, it does deal damage to our melee heroes. So in this case, that copy here. So it looks like we are actually out of... We are just out of range for lethal. Got combo over there, damage there. Yeah, you know, yeah, we'll do what we can. We'll go for the York over here on C2. Destroy our Masura copy. I was looking for the Masura copy down here, but that's okay. Okay, we have the health boost at the end, so our building is now pretty strong. They're probably going to do silence because they can't let these heroes stay around with the extra attack boost. And, well, so next turn, probably going to be going Discordia to deal some damage over to the Warlord. Otherwise, we can go for Grace to deal damage to the heroes. Okay, well, we have the York here. Gets the attack boost. Gonna follow it up with the Grace over here behind the building and on the attack rune. Can we thought for lethal there? Should have calculated that. Oh boy. Yeah, probably still gonna go Discordia next turn. 1, 2, 3. No, we went off by about what, like 50? Because they had around 700. Oh, okay. Well, here's the Arthur. So the Arthur summons a building behind itself. Before the attack summons a charge to the building. Also gives health to heroes in the line. Okay, we can see this building here. So at the beginning of the turn, we'll give plus attack to the enemies for every charge, which it gets off of the Arthur. And then whenever Arthur attacks, we'll freeze one of our heroes. So in this case, it froze the melee hero over here. So it looks like we are just out of lethal, even with an extra attack. Let's see, combat. So 380, and then that will be 510. Okay, so we're a little short. Combat there. This one over here. And we can try it anyways. So we're going to summon the Discordia over here on D2. Hopefully giving extra attack to the Grace. Okay, and with the attack boost given to the Discordia over here, we do have lethal. Even if that attack failed, we still have the Blair we can use to wipe out the York for next turn, even with the stones. So, okay, so we are now done with the League, and I think that is it for today. Just gonna do one more round, take a look around stuff. Okay, so we're gonna save the Divine Arena for the next world event. Do the pit there. Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess we are done for today. So just a quick recap of today's stream. So we continued on with the world event. We finished up the next quest, which was leveling up the Mad Genius Scientist to level 16. Still need to open up some bonus chests, and we could potentially do it, although we're not going to be spending gems because we do need to save them for the next world event, which is happening in 2 days. And yeah, you can check out the event details on the Mighty Party wiki. The event is called Crocodile Tears. So if you search the wiki and then Crocodile Tears, it'll tell you the heroes and everything else. So we did that. We also did some pit. We are currently on the Flambert Furies, again holding this for the next world event because of the legendary chest here. And yeah, we also did some League without the pet. As you saw, it was a lot more difficult because of well, we couldn't get health back off of our melee kills, and then we also couldn't get a health boost to keep some of our heroes alive. But we are still in League 1, as you can see right here. If you get less than 15,000 points in League 1, you will drop out, as shown from this fame counter here. But again, I mean, we can still take the damage. It also has 5 more days till the next season opens up. So as long as we stay in League 1, we'll be fine, so that we can get some more rewards off of the chests, and then get some more rewards for the quest in the world event. So that being the case, for Friday's stream, Friday is going to be fun. Gotta do a lot of stuff on Friday. So the world event, the Crocodile's Tears event is going to start. So we're going to do that. We're also going to be doing some more pit because we are going to defeat those bosses. Gonna also do some Divine Arena at some point because it will reset. I'm gonna, as I said, we're gonna save this one. We're gonna save this for the world event, and then might actually be around to do the next Divine Arena once the reset happens. And since there is, I don't think there's work on Friday, so if there's no work on Friday, then I'm probably gonna do some more Journey as well. Yeah, so check that out. That'll be fun. So yeah, so thanks guys for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, comments, feedback, or concerns, leave a message on Twitch, Discord, or YouTube. The content and streaming schedule it's on the Twitch section. Yes. Please like and follow on Twitch for the live stream, and then like and subscribe on YouTube for more videos. We do have more of the Journey. We have Divine Arena, all the prior pit bosses. As Juju mentioned, the pit bosses do go on a regular rotation, but at the same time, they do put some new heroes every once in a while, so check it out. I try to get them done as quickly as possible, especially on the YouTube for anything that's new. So the YouTube is actually going to be the most recent spot where content is going to be. So if there's a new Divine Arena, new pit, or some kind of new event going on, so check it out there. Otherwise, yeah, check out the stream. And yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good holiday. I think New Year's is going to be this Saturday. So yeah, so happy New Year to all, and stay safe. And yeah, this is Happy Splasher signing off.